Hello and welcome to the Nick Dinsmore YouTube channel. Please subscribe, comment, share, and give us a thumbs up. Follow former WWE superstar Eugene Nick Dinsmore on social media. Check out nickdinsmore.com.
At the Mecca, the fairgrounds in Nashville, Tennessee, Scott Hudson, Jim Cornette, ringside tag team action. And Jim, I know you're very familiar with these four men from Ohio Valley Wrestling. Mr. Wrestling Nick Dinsmore and his tag team partner, the Iron Man, Rob Conway, take on the Revolution, the Damaja, and Machine.
That's right, Damaja, the bald one in the black pants, Machine with hair and a beard in the leather pants, taking on the Lords of the Ring, Conway and Dinsmore. Both these teams are tremendous competitors. And of course, the Revolution, the current OVW Southern Tag Team Champions. It's going to be tremendous to see this and see whether Conway and Dinsmore can overcome Machine and Damaja in this environment. This is neutral ground. They're used to feuding in OVW, but this is neutral ground for both teams. And of course, Scott, you know a lot of the history behind all four of these men. Nightmare Danny Davis trained all four of these wrestlers. As a matter of fact, Doug Basham, Machine, is Danny Davis's nephew. He was his first student in professional wrestling. But Machine and Danny Davis had a parting of the ways. They don't speak anymore. And Dinsmore and Conway came along. That caused part of the parting because Dinsmore and Conway were outshining Machine in wrestling class. And then Damaja came along and completed the quartet. Damaja most recently turned his back on Dinsmore and Conway. They'd been friends for a long time to join up with Machine because Damaja was tired of living in Conway and Dinsmore's shadow. So there's a big personal rivalry between both of these teams that's been going on for quite some time.
Apparently jealousy runs amok in the Ohio Valley. So we're going to try and settle it right here in Nashville, Tennessee.
Was that a shot? Was that a little bit of a shot to me? I know it was.
Actually, I'll take a shot if I can get the waitress.
For heaven's sake, that's not a waitress, that's one of the fans here.
Arm wringer, wrist lock now.
They just come to the matches wearing aprons like that.
Ooh, that's not a good look for her. Roll through, escape by Mr. Wrestling Nick Dinsmore. Now scissoring the ankle, working over that left leg of the Machine.
Well, the crux of the tag team rivalry centers on these two men, Dinsmore and Machine. Because as I said, Basham was Danny Davis's primary student. And then Dinsmore came along and was outshining Basham in wrestling class. And Danny Davis took a lot of time and gave a lot of attention to Nick Dinsmore. And as a result, Machine was jealous. Machine was envious. And that led to their personal rivalry. They have still not settled to settle just exactly who is the best wrestler that Nightmare Danny Davis ever trained. And of course, Danny Davis was a legend here in Nashville as well, back when wrestling was great and when the people were still not ugly, 20, 30 years ago, before they had time to ugly all up.
Ugly all up. Oh, what a chop from Machine.
I don't remember the people here being this ugly 20 years ago.
Most of these people weren't born 20 years ago. Oh, Dinsmore reversing on Machine. Forearm uppercuts, just tagging Machine in the corner. Snapmare takeover back into the center of the ring, and Dinsmore.
Dinsmore likes to use that European uppercut rather than a punch a lot of times. He gets a lot more force into it. And now Dinsmore, very technical wrestler. That's why they call Dinsmore and Conway the Lords of the Ring. Probably the most technical team out there, but ooh, Damaja's he's about one wait a minute.
Lateral press, and no.
Damaja's about one brick shy of a load, and Machine is a control freak who uses Damaja to try to even things up with Conway and Dinsmore, so this should be real interesting.
Tag made to Damaja, who's in there against Rob Conway, the Iron Man. Arm bar on the left arm of Damaja. Backs Conway into the corner. Damaja in control here. Oh, what a shoulder shot into the midsection. Stiff kick right into the gut from Damaja. Conway reverses. Damaja into the corner. Nice escape. Nobody home on the crossbody attempt. Conway nailed him with the crossbody out of the corner. Lateral press. Only a 2 count. Wait a minute. Back on top. Quickly over. Again. Hooks a leg. 1, 2, and no.
Conway showing a lot of tenacity there. Trying to stay on top of the cover. Now retains the arm. Makes the quick tag to Dinsmore. Dinsmore and Conway send their man in. Double hip toss. Their tag team continuity, Scott, is remarkable.
Lateral press. This time from Dinsmore. Only got the 2 count on Damaja. Side headlock. And Dinsmore is a powerful, powerful man. One look at that physique. That's a powerlifter's physique. And when you got that side headlock, Damaja can testify to that kind of pain.
Of course, Damaja, he's a phenom in himself. 6'3", 240 pounds. He's only 24 years old, 3 years in the business. And he's got plenty of room to fill out that frame even further. Now look at Damaja trying to reverse that overhand wrist lock. Try to put Dinsmore down. Look at Dinsmore going into the wrestler's bridge. Damaja forced him all the way down, but he can't put those shoulders down.
What tremendous ability. What neck strength. What leg strength. What a performer. What an athlete
look at
is
Dinsmore.
Nick Dinsmore.
He came out from under and used that leg trip. Damaja flat down on the canvas.
Danny Davis, the Nightmare, has a lot to be proud of so far. These four men know their way around the squared circle.
Machine and Conway on the aprons, waiting to take the tag for their respective teams to get in, but Dinsmore working on Damaja, trying to take away the strength. Damaja's favorite finishing maneuver, the brain damage maneuver. He needs to lift a man up over his head for that. We may see that later in the match, but not now.
Down goes Dinsmore. Damaja into the ropes. Nice hip toss from Dinsmore. Drop kick, nailed him right on the button. Oh, and Dinsmore with something for Machine on the apron. Man, he took it all the way out to the floor. So does Damaja. And the Revolution has had enough of the Lords of the Ring.
Well, now the Revolution trying to regroup. Conway and Dinsmore have run him out of the ring. Machine is very dangerous, especially when he's cornered, when his back is to the wall. And I can only imagine what's going on in that huddle right there. But Conway and Dinsmore, that's the thing about these two teams. It's almost like a mirror image of each other, because they have trained together so many times and they have wrestled against each other so many times. They all four know each other like the back of their own hands.
Now, hang on a second. We've got a standoff here. All four men in the ring, and the referee, Anthony Ingram, going to have to maintain some sort of order. One-on-one, it's going to be Nick Dinsmore and the Damaja. Oh, is Damaja claiming that Dinsmore pulled his hair?
I didn't see that. I didn't hear that.
Well, you couldn't have seen it. The guy's bald as a billiard ball.
I mean, I didn't hear what he said. Maybe he was claiming that, because after all, he could have pulled hair on some other part of his body. You want to get that personal,
No,
Scott?
I do not.
All right, then. Oh, wait a minute. Look at Dinsmore trying to sneak up on Damaja. Front row fans here in Nashville trying to distract the Revolution.
Collar and elbow into a side headlock from Damaja. And Mr. Wrestling, Nick Dinsmore, looking for a way out. Wraps those arms around Damaja. Gives him a shot in the midsection, but Damaja hangs onto that side headlock. Damaja certainly showing me, oh, what a reversal escape into a top wrist lock.
Conway trying to get the people behind Dinsmore here as Dinsmore jockeying for position with Damaja. Dinsmore retaining that headlock. Damaja trying to do everything. Wait a minute. There he sent Dinsmore into the ropes. Machine gave him a knee in the back.
Oh, and Machine caught one in the jaw, but he turned his back on Damaja, who now is opening up. Wait a minute, reversal. Damaja into the ropes. Dinsmore up top.
Uh-oh, wait a minute. Dinsmore, boomerang. Damaja into Machine. Both men down.
Roll up, double leg, and no, and Damaja rolled out in two. Well, so far, the psychology of this matchup certainly in the favor of Dinsmore and Conway. They're
Wait a minute.
Thinking their opponent's lateral press, only a 2 count that time.
Well, they had tried to stop Dinsmore, that knee in the back by Machine from out on the apron. Had gotten his attention. Damaja lowered the boom from behind, but Dinsmore managed to reverse that complete situation and boomerang Damaja head first into Machine.
Now Damaja and Machine trying to regroup. We haven't seen Machine much in this contest in a while. He's probably fresh, although he's got a couple of fresh wounds on his face from some forearm shots by Nick Dinsmore.
Dick Dinsmore?
That's him. Tag made to Rob Conway, the Iron Man.
Scott, have you ever thought of becoming a monk? That way you'd have to take a vow of silence.
I'm going to give some serious thought to that after this broadcast. Into the ropes goes Conway, and what a shoulder.
You're already
drop.
celibate. Wait a minute.
Down.
Lateral press there, but Conway will put the pressure on you. The Iron Man, he's as tenacious as a bulldog. And Machine tried to fire Conway off. Conway cinched down on the headlock.
Machine backs Conway in, and Conway hangs on. Incredible balance and power displayed by the Iron Man, Rob Conway. Nice escape out of the head scissors by Conway. Side headlock flip over, takedown. Roll up, pinning attempt, only a 1 count, and barely. Back into the pinning attempt, a 1 count again for Machine.
Machine, he's smart. He knows where he is at all times in that ring. And now he's backed Conway up into the corner, and made sure that it's far away from the corner that Dinsmore's waiting in. There's that knee lift to the midsection and hammers him.
Machine opening up on Conway, shoots him hard in, nobody home.
Whoa! Well, I hope he didn't have any plans for later on tonight. Look at Conway.
Oh, he's giving him the grand tour of that top turnbuckle. Wow. Conway, oh, a little something extra. Caught Damaja napping on the apron, quickly over lateral press. But Machine gets that right leg over the center rope. Classic tag team wrestling. Damaja stayed in. He has until the count of 5, stayed in. Held Dinsmore off for Machine to do just that. Knee into the midsection. Quickly over. Lateral press. And Dinsmore again. Barely kicked out.
You can see how quick Machine followed that knee lift to the gut up with that lateral press, but he didn't hook the leg, and that may have been a crucial mistake there. Look at Dinsmore. He's going the wrong way. He's going to the wrong corner.
He's all but out.
He's disoriented. Oxygen deprivation is set in.
Oh, and Damaja. One of the midsection. Tag made. Damaja now the legal man. Dinsmore would give anything to make the tag to the Iron Man, Rob Conway. Rake across the back by Damaja. Damaja shoots Dinsmore in.
Whoa!
He held on. Single leg. No.
Damaja went for that knee lift, and Dinsmore held onto the leg and took him down to that schoolboy, but he couldn't make it stick. But now Conway, look at Conway is pumping Dinsmore up, getting down on the floor to try to exhort him on to make the tag, and once again the Revolution makes a switch.
There was no tag made between Machine and Damaja, but it's immaterial.
See, that's the thing about it. When you're willing to break the rules, Scott, it penalizes those folks who aren't. That's why I always feel you should be willing to break the rules at any given opportunity.
And be penalized.
No, the people who don't break the rules are penalized.
Oh, I'm sorry.
The people who do break the rules. Can you write that down? Penalized. P-E-N-I-L-E.
Wait a minute.
But never mind. Oh, man.
Just hot shot at him across that top rope. And Dinsmore like he has it suffered. Oh! Got his own hot shot in.
Oh, look, and he nailed Machine, too. Quick thinking by Dinsmore. And now look at Dinsmore.
Going up top, high risk, drop kick, make the tag. Dinsmore, quickly, get over there and make the tag to Conway.
Look at that, he can't. He executed the drop kick, but he landed on the bad hand and the bad ribs, and now Dinsmore is more injured than he was before, even while he's got the chance to make the tag to Conway.
That adrenaline rush proved too much. Can Dinsmore make it? Yes! Yeah. Here comes Conway. The Iron Man's in the ring. Down goes Machine. Oh, Machine really being tattooed by the Iron Man. Into the ropes. Machine, big back body drop.
Well, Conway has the Revolution doing their impersonation of human Super Bowls. Conway has fists and feet everywhere. There's a big elbow. Conway.
Damaja. Ducks a clothesline of Machine, doubles him up, and a DDT. Quickly over, lateral press, far leg, no, and Damaja breaks it up.
Now look at Dinsmore. Dinsmore back in the ring here. We've got all 4 men in the ring, and the referee, surprise, surprise, has lost control.
Conway into the ropes. Machine waits on it. Slide under, into the ropes. Can he roll him up? Yes, he can.
Up there. He's got the roll up, and the referee going down for the count there.
The referee was distracted by the action between Damaja and Dinsmore. Did not see the pinfall right at his feet. Oh!
Gourd buster.
That may do it.
It probably will.
Conway out from the gourd buster. Damaja on top, and it's over.
What a tremendous tag team contest, but in the end, the Revolution, 2 men on 1 from behind.
Ladies and gentlemen, here's your winners, the Damaja and the Machine.
The Southern Tag Team Champions, the Revolution, Damaja and Machine are your victors.
Please subscribe, comment, share, and give us a thumbs up. Follow former WWE superstar Eugene Nick Dinsmore on social media. Check out nickdinsmore.com.